Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your reading for the week of, well, really 2 weeks, December 18th, 2023 through January 1st, 2024. This is a reading for you if you are a Gemini sun, a Gemini moon, a Gemini rising, or have some other significant Gemini placement in your chart. If you're new to this channel, welcome. It's good to have you here. If you do like these readings and find they resonate, please consider liking and subscribing. And also leave me a comment. And if you are returning to this channel, welcome back. It's good to have you here again. And I hope this finds you well and helps you wrap up the year 2023. The reason I'm doing it this way, by the way, normally I do weekly readings. I will be doing some traveling over the holiday season. So I thought, okay, let's just do a reading for this. And then once we get into January, we'll resume the weekly readings again for you. So, okay. What I'm doing here is I am using the Cartouche deck, Way of Cartouche by Murray Hope, which is a deck, an Egyptian style deck, Egyptian system that I've been using for 36 years now. And with this deck, I use the tarot deck, obviously, and the tarot I'm using this week is the Tree of Life Tarot, which is a little bit more esoteric in its symbolism. And I'm pulling those cards for you right now, and they are to clarify the initial reading that is done according to the houses of astrology. So this is, this is all done according to astrological house because I feel like this gives more information for something, for these things rather than just doing a general love reading or just doing a general career reading or money or something like that. One other quick thing I do want to mention before I got into this, I just want to thank those of you who have donated to me. I really appreciate your donations. Every little bit helps me. If you would like to donate at all to this channel, see the description below. There's a link to my PayPal, which goes to Chthonia, which is my sort of main business website where my podcast is, and that is connected to my private business, which is called Transition Life Coaching. As you notice, this channel is called Liminal Tarot. So I had a site that was called Liminal Reiki. I changed it to Transition Life Coaching because a lot of people don't know what Liminal Reiki means. So, yeah, but nonetheless, the website is still liminalreiki.com. That link is also down in the description. I do life coaching for people. It's mainly, as the name indicates, it's mainly for people who are in transition, but basically anybody who feels that they are on a threshold about to make a big change and would like some coaching on how to take those next steps. Especially if there has been some kind of a crisis or some kind of a big change. That is what I specialize in, but anybody who feels called to that, I do coaching, and so all the information about that will be on the website if that potentially interests you. Okay, so with that, I'm going to do this reading, and also I'm going to end with some Moonology cards. I'm just going to pull one, or however many flip out, to finish up this reading. Okay, so Gemini, let's get started. First house, this is the house of personality. This is how you present yourself to the world, how other people see you, how you want to be seen by other people. Okay, and you've got air with strength. So yeah, you want to be seen as somebody in control of your emotions. I mean, air is a very, very friendly card. So you're a very friendly, talkative, outgoing kind of person, which, you're Gemini. That's quite typical. And strength is Leo energy. This is fire. So this is definitely the energy of somebody who's strong, somebody who's very ethical, okay? Somebody who is in control of themselves. Strength definitely indicates a sense of holding back emotion or holding back rash action. And with the detachment of air, that's definitely the way people are seeing you, as somebody who kind of goes with the flow, takes the rough with the smooth, is generally very friendly, but maybe not necessarily somebody who's being very, very expressively emotional right now. Second house, you have, this is the house of Taurus, so this is your money, your possessions, what you value. Okay, so we have, let me just see that number here. They have this text in, it's 6. 6 of Swords with Thoth. Okay, so Thoth, okay, there's several possibilities here when Thoth shows up. For one thing, okay, this could have to do with money connected to, Thoth has to do with medicine and healing, although usually more spiritual healing, but it does have to do with healing. It has to do with writing, and it can also have to do with teaching and things like that, because Thoth was the scribe of the gods. And So there, but it also has to do with the timing of something. So I feel like if there have been financial difficulties, or if maybe you've been waiting to find out how something's going to come out, say with a job or with something else, Thoth would be suggesting it's kind of in the hands of the universe, for lack of a better phrasing. It's something, things are going to be coming in at the right time. And Six of Swords would indicate if there has been financial difficulty, this is usually a moving into calmer water. It's a moving away from something that has been stressful, or something that has been a dead end of some kind. So you're moving from a 5 here on the Thoth card to the 6. So yeah, I feel like there's a sense of moving away from some kind of conflict here, and moving into a space where you are, excuse me, where we are calmer, and you are able to get away from those things which have been stressful or have been stressing you out. For some of you, Six of Swords could indicate a literal journey connected to money, or maybe money being spent on a journey, but that's not going to be for everybody. But, sorry, end of day allergies here. I feel like this is, basically I feel like you are being steered into calmer water, and that if there are issues with finances right now, or there's a financial thing that you want to settle or get done, it's going to come in for you at the right time. Okay, that's what I feel like here. And for some of you, yeah, I don't know. I mean, this could specifically have to do with a mode of gaining money. Actually, with Thoth, there's also a legal possibility here. So for some of you, maybe there's going to be money coming in through some legal source. So take it as it resonates, but it'll be different for everybody. Third house is Gemini energy. So this is your energy. This is communication, short journeys, siblings, self-employment, things like that. One thing to remember right now is that while this reading is for a period that is Mercury retrograde, so your ruling planet is now moving backwards, and I feel like Gemini is one of those signs that can be especially affected by the retrograde. And this would screw up communications, travel. It can bring delays. It can screw up electronics. There could be misheard messages or things that are misconstrued. So keep that in mind in this, during the period of this reading. Do you have the Aeon with Isis? Okay, so Isis can have to do with the mother, again, literally for somebody. I feel like I saw this last time I did this reading, that Isis was coming up again. So maybe somebody's having communication issues with their mother or something. I don't know. It's possible. It's not, again, not everybody. This could just be a situation where you need to be patient and you need to keep persevering. This could also just be communicating with a very nurturing person. Maybe you're talking to a therapist. Maybe you just have a good friend, or maybe this is somebody in your family, like a sibling or something, who is very helpful to you or nurturing. But there's definitely this sense of, I feel like when Isis shows up, there could be an aura of mystery. There could be things that need to be revealed or that need to be uncovered. There is this strong, nurturing, and compassionate energy. So whether this has to do with a family member or not, I feel like there's messages that are coming in that may be more helpful or compassionate. Maybe if you've been struggling with something, maybe you have somebody who's trying to help you nurture yourself. This can also be about self-care to some degree as well during this time. Certainly during Mercury retrograde, it is a good time to take a little time out and not try to assert yourself, or to have a little patience and not do a lot of new things. Now the Aeon is the same as the Judgment card, and when this card shows up, I feel like it's saying that you're waking up to something, or there's some decisions that are going to need to be made. You may be deciding what stays and what goes. And again, that is the perfect thing to do during a Mercury retrograde, is to take stock and reevaluate. Consider all the things that are coming in. Consider the efforts you're making. If this does have to do with a family situation, because again, this is the house of siblings, you may want to make a decision on how you're going to manage or handle it. I feel like there's this, and although of course Isis would be advocating being patient and kind, but this is, there's definitely the sense of waking up to something and maybe putting something to rest eventually. This is, it's not quite the last card in the major arcana, but it's pretty close. And it's basically this final decision making that we're going to make to settle or solve something once and for all. So again, take that as it resonates in that area. Okay, fourth house is Cancer energy. This is the home, the family, ancestry, potentially the mother. You have Seven of Swords with Earth. Okay. There's definitely, okay, Earth definitely shows, no, this could be money coming in from the home or from the family. So maybe somebody in the family is going to give you money. But Seven of Swords here, there's a sense of something that's not being revealed. This sometimes is self-sabotage. Sometimes we can do that where we can box ourselves into a corner or think about something in a way or be, paranoid or suspicious about something when the Seven of Swords comes up. But sometimes it just means that there's somebody somewhere who's not telling you something, okay? Now, being this is the house of family, this could have to do with a family member, or if you're a renter, it could have to do with a landlord. I mean, I don't know. It's all those things are possible. Not all of them are going to apply, so take it as it resonates. But, yeah, there's just something here that somebody may be keeping from you. Or something maybe that needs to be negotiated with somebody. That's another possibility. Sometimes this means a situation where you can't handle it through direct action, that you need to be, you can be a little bit diplomatic. Okay, that also can have to do with the Seven of Swords. So take that as it resonates. And like I said, having it with Earth here, this could be a situation. If it doesn't specifically have to do with money coming from the family, it can just be telling you to keep your feet on the ground, stay practical, and stay focused on, more mundane and practical things. Like you want to get some grounding energy right now, because there could be some worries around some of this kind of stuff, and the best way to deal with it is to just keep your feet on the ground. Okay. And by the way, being the holidays again and everything, this seems to be the time when a lot of family stuff can potentially erupt, or where you might end up learning things or learning unpleasant things, or and so it's not necessarily out of character with the time period, but yeah, it's still the best thing to do is to keep our feet on the ground, and and this does afford us a lot of security in the home space. Okay, so this is the 5th house, Leo energy. This has to do with creativity, children, love affairs. And again, not necessarily going to be all three. You have the 4 of Swords, which is the Truce card with water. Okay, and you've got a double 4 here because 1 plus 3 is 4. This is a 4. So it could be dealing with something that's going to happen in 4 days, weeks, or months. Usually with swords, I always feel swords has more to do with months, but it doesn't have to. 4 of Swords here is, okay, that's the Truce card. This is really the card of taking a rest. Again, whether this has to do with a creative project, whether this is a love situation or a situation with a child where some healing time or rest time is going to be required. Again, this time of the year is when people tend to get sick. So maybe, you've got a sick child, or maybe you have a lover or boyfriend or something. That person might be sick. I don't know. It could just mean that you need to take a time out. And when you have water here, this does indicate situation that is changeful. I mean, this is a situation at rest, but things are in fact changing or going to change. This also may be a time to get more in tune with your emotions on something. Again, whether you're working on a project where you want to tune into your feelings on it, or this could just be something more deeply emotional in terms of a relationship, again, with a child or with a lover, if that applies. But definitely there is the sense of movement and change here and connecting to feelings. So this may be some emotional healing that's going on here for you. But this is also the house of leisure, so I feel like you may be wanting to take some time. This may be telling you to take a little bit of time out. Some people, maybe it's actually telling you to get near water or go to water. So if you have a water source, whether you're going to take a vacation somewhere or whether there's a water source nearby that you can visit, or even it means just taking a nice hot bath with some salts or something. There's definitely the idea of water as having this kind of healing property and effect here. So either in terms of just creative inspiration or just taking a time out for yourself. 6th house is Virgo energy. This has to do with your health. It may have to do with things you're worried about, potentially employment of different kinds, career, jobs, and also sometimes domestic animals or pets. So if you feel that applies. So we have Osiris with the 3 of Cups. And, okay, so this is good because Osiris here indicates being stable. So if you have a health matter or concern, I would say between these 2 cards, certainly, yeah, if there has been a health matter here, certainly you will be fine, you will be stable. Osiris is definitely a card of being strong and being healthy. And also in this could mean a leadership role in a job too, because if you're taking a job, this could mean that you are taking the lead on something if you are not in fact a person in that kind of a position. Like if you're not a boss or something or a manager, I mean, you could be taking the lead on something. And the Three of Cups here is very sociable. So this is about collaborating with others. This is about having fun, spending time with friends. So I feel like this is it's more of dealing with stress and worry, but first of all, by suggesting that you are in a stable situation or place and taking some time to let your hair down. Maybe this is a time that you're out socializing with a lot of friends and stuff, spending time visiting with people, which again, being the holiday season, that does make a lot of sense. Okay, 7th house. This is Libra energy. So this has to do with marriages, legal partnerships, business partnerships, anything that's of a serious or legal nature. If you're not dealing with a business partnership or a marriage, this could be your prospects for marriage, or it could be whether or not, or it could just be some other very significant relationship right now. Okay, so you have the twins with the 5 of Wands. Okay, so it's interesting because the 5 of Wands brings a little bit of a struggle. This is called the Strife card. And it's not as serious as it sounds. Generally, this is either competitiveness or this is some kind of internal quarreling or struggling, but it's more, usually it's when people from the outside are meddling with the situation, and it seems to be connected to a partnership. So I don't know, this could have to do with, certainly, okay, if you are somebody who is single, maybe you're in a relationship, you're not sure if this relationship is going to lead to marriage or not, I would say twins in the 7th house is a strong marriage indicator, okay? Or at least a strong, hey, we're going to move this to the next step indicator. But maybe there's going to be some back and forth, some quarreling, them trying to sort something out. Maybe some worries. They could even all be worries that are coming from you. It might not even have to be this other person. But this kind of little bit of quibbling that's going back and forth at this time. And again, remember, it is Mercury retrograde, so you want to be careful not to overblow anything that's just a minor thing. But there could be some irritations with this. And it could be either over another person, or maybe it's going to be, if you're married, it could be between you and your partner. It could also be, if you have a business partnership, same thing. But yeah, there definitely seems to be, there could be some little squibbles, I guess we'll call them, or squabbles between people, but not to take it too seriously and not to try to make it a major, don't make it a major issue where you're not talking to somebody anymore. It's not, whatever it is, it's probably not something that's that serious. This could also be in a relationship situation. You may not want to let outside people come in and tell you what to do or how your relationship should be, or interfere in any kind of a way. Sometimes this is like well-meaning friends. It can be family. It can be, you never know who it's going to be, but that's always a possibility there as well. Okay, 8th house is Scorpio energy. So this is the house of transformation. And this is also and also other people's money. Okay, wow, you've got the wing disc with the tower. So, yeah, things are changing big time for you, Gemini. The tower is, now a lot of times, okay, I don't want to panic people when the tower shows up. It often is seen as a card of crisis, calamity, everything being torn down. What this means, and I feel like this card, it's not exactly in the opposite house, but we have the Aeon card as well. So when I see these two cards, I feel like, yeah, there's just something that's coming to an end. But when the tower shows up, it means something that is false is finally disappearing. If somebody's been wearing a mask, or they're not showing you who they are, now you're going to see them for who they really are. A situation is going to be laid bare, and the elements of it that are weak or not sustainable are going to be shown for what they are. Okay, this is the tower that falls down. So that you can rebuild the house the proper way, okay? But you have it with the wing disc, which is great. I mean, the wing disc is a card of overcoming obstacles. So I feel like even with this tower moment, this is going to lead you to some very, very great success, okay? So so maybe for some people, and again, this is not going to be for everybody, but if you have some kind of an unexpected upset or some kind of an event that occurs that's like a lightning strike or a shock, whatever it is, it's leading to something that's successful or some kind of a successful conclusion. So yeah, so I would not worry. Whatever it is, it's something that needs to happen. The fact that this is showing up in the 8th house, it's something that's meant to happen. It's something that needs to happen in order for you to be free and also to get to the place that you need to be. So anything that's false is going to be torn down right now, which, we never like to hear that exactly. But again, it also doesn't have to be as catastrophic of a deal as it sounds. I find the Tower will show up when it's just like, it's kind of more like energy of the Aeon. Like I wake up one day and go, oh my goodness, this, this is a situation I have. This is the change I need to make. Like it could be an aha moment too. So, okay, 9th house. This is Sagittarius energy. So Sagittarius has to do with higher education. It has to do with long distance travel. It can have to do with, any kind of higher learning or thought. And yeah, indeed, we've got here the King of Swords with the Crook and Flail. So Crook and Flail is definitely somebody who is an authority figure, or somebody, whether this person, it might be you, I don't know, but there's definitely the sense of someone in authority. As with the King of Swords, this is someone who's an intellectual authority. So that's very strongly 9th house oriented. Also, by the way, this is the house of legal matters, and the King of Swords with this could also be a lawyer, and it could be, or a judge, and it could be a legal matter. So for some of you, this is going to be a legal matter that's going to come out well, because this indicates being on the right side of the law. For some of you, this is going to be something having to do with higher ed. This could be a teacher or a mentor or somebody who's significant. Or if you work in higher ed yourself, maybe this is going to be a promotion for you. I don't know, but there's definitely the sense of getting clarity on something and finishing some kind of a thing once and for all here with this, with potentially, like I said, with a legal matter. I feel like this has something to do with schooling. Whether travel's involved or not, don't know. I mean, that's possible for some of you, but I feel like this is going to be one or the other there. It feels strongly like a legal matter for at least one specific person. And I'm not saying that I know who that person is, just I feel like something's telling me that's a message for somebody. Okay, 10th house, this is Capricorn energy, and Capricorn is your career, fame, reputation, how people see you. Okay, you've got Anubis with the universe. Yeah, this is the second time I've seen Anubis come up here in the readings I've been doing so far. Anubis, okay, there's two possibilities here. This could be a sense of protection in something. So maybe you're feeling that if you've been worried about a job or, I don't know. Now, hang on. I'm just looking down your money house here. You've got the six of Swords here. For somebody, this is specific, this is a card of travel for me. And 6 of Swords is also a card of travel. And the universe is a card of travel, often travel abroad or to a different place. So for some of you, this is going to be a career opportunity abroad, or at least in a faraway place, okay? Someplace very different from where you are now. So this is a possibility here. Maybe one of somebody's getting a university job or something. I don't know. Again, this is not going to apply to everybody, but that seems to be very definite for somebody. If that's not what's going on, if you're not taking a job far away, if you're not moving or making a change like this, although it's interesting, it's talking about moving, but I'm looking at your 4th house, you've got the Earth card here, so that's not a card of movement. So I don't know. This could just be a change to something. Maybe it's even something online with the universe, okay? This could be some kind of a career, or this could just be that you are starting to engage in a venture that is remote or online for you. So take it as it resonates. This can be protection as well. Anubis can indicate your career or reputation or something is protected in some way, or that if there's a difficulty that you will be guided through it. But this card, the universe card, can also indicate things that are very much coming to an end. So just be aware that something, there's definitely some kind of an ending. It's interesting because you have the Tower over here, and I'm just trying to see if there's, and you've got the Aeon down here. Yeah, something has definitely reached its end, but it's reached a natural end as far as I'm concerned. This is not, this is something that needs to happen. It's like, you're making a change to something has come to an end, and it's time. When the universe shows up, you can look back proudly on what you've accomplished and look forward to a new future. So, things going on in the future. So this is not negative as far as I'm concerned. Okay, seeing this here, this does mean that there's something ending. For some of you, this will be a change in job. Okay, and moving on to the next thing, you know, and managing to navigate any difficulties there in between. So, but again, if you're not planning on changing jobs, then this could be a move to something remote or online for you, or some kind of an opportunity there. Okay, 11th house, Aquarius energy. Aquarius is your friendships, your networks, and also your hopes and wishes. Okay, so we have 5 of Cups with Horus. Now, Horus is a very strong card of friendship, friends, and family. Sorry, and in this house, Horus has to do with, this really fits with the 3 of Cups that I see opposite. Okay, there's definitely this sense of making time for family and friends. That said, with the 5 of Cups, there could be some regrets. There could be some feelings of loss. Maybe people who have passed away, or maybe people who are no longer in your friend group. You know, maybe they've moved away. Maybe for whatever reason you've parted ways. There could be some looking back on some things with regret, but I feel like this is saying it is definitely time to let go of the past and focus on the people who are here for you right now. Okay. 12th house, this is Pisces energy. This is your, what's hidden. So this is what you don't show to people. This may be what you're afraid of. Maybe, you know, may have to do with your dreams or just, you know, things that are going on in the imagination. And we have the 8 of Swords with Ta. We've got a double 8 here, okay? So Ta has to do with building something. This is the card of the Master Maker. It's a strong Capricorn energy here. And Saturn, I mean, Saturn is in Pisces right now. So this is Saturn in Pisces, okay? So this may be the way in which we are being impelled to make our dreams a reality. Like what kind of work are you going to put in? What are the realistic steps you need to take to make your dreams a reality? And you may be mentally stuck on this. The 8 of Swords may indicate that you are only looking at a situation one way. Because when the 8 of Swords shows up, there is a way to do things. But we are not seeing that way. Our mental energy is being looking at things only in one direction or one way. And it's saying you need to think about things differently. You are not as trapped as you think you are. You do have these opportunities. And so you have these 8s. And when the 8s show up, that says to me that you are, the number 8 seems to be important here. So this could be something going on in the next 8 days, the next 8 weeks, possibly even 8 months, because 8 of Swords is 8 months, depending on how long-term this is, whatever it is you're building up. But the number 8 does seem to be significant to however you're going to end up getting out of this mental trap, how you're going to end up resolving it. So take that as it resonates. Might want to mark the date that you watch this and see what happens in 8 days, maybe then what happens in 8 weeks, and so on and so forth. Okay, overall you have the Princess of Pentacles, which is like the Page of Pentacles with Pyramid. So yeah, there's definitely, this is, the Princess of Pentacles is this very new earth energy. It's, it's called Earth of Earth. And it's, it's definitely the idea of new beginnings, perhaps new sources of income, new projects, thinking about new ways of doing things. There's definitely a strong newness here with a lot of things, moving away from things that are difficult and moving into calmer water, moving into a place that's more secure, perhaps even learning. I feel like this particular card is also about higher ed and learning, and the fact that I'm seeing this up here, for some of you, maybe this is going to be going back for another degree or something, who knows. But you have it with Pyramid card, and Pyramid is a card of testing your faith in yourself, okay? So with Pyramid showing up here, you are right now, and I saw this for a Taurus as well. There's definitely a challenging period, and you may be tested on a few things. There's a strong initiatory element to Pyramid, so I feel like you are, like with this tower up here, I do feel like you are moving into a new life or a new space. And right now you're putting on a brave face and staying strong. But overall, there's definitely, I feel like there's maybe some family stuff to be resolved here. There's definitely encouraging you to spend time with your friends or among friends. If you're having quarrels with a spouse or partner, remember, it's just small stuff. Don't make a big thing out of it. and you are going to be facing some big changes and some big decisions soon, but these are all going to lead you to a much better and a much happier place. Hey Gemini, just a quick addendum. I completely forgot to do your Moonology card, so just wanted to pull the one for you for this week. It is Have Faith in Your Dreams, the Waxing Crescent Moon. I got this one for Taurus as well. So yeah, so this is definitely, no matter how things may feel right now, no matter how tested you are, this is definitely saying to have faith, because once we get past this retrograde period and into the new year, your time for everything that you want to manifest will be coming. So yeah, so have faith. So in the meantime, take care of yourself. Have a very happy new year and happy winter holidays, whatever you celebrate. And I look forward to seeing you again in 2024.